Good evening all. Hope we are all doing well. Welcome. Hope we are all good. How are we doing? New week of daily races. I am yet to put a quali time in. I've done a little bit of practice there, couple of laps. But yet to put a quali time in. We're going to see how we get on starting from the back of the grid. And then we're going to head into an actual... a couple of quali sessions. Now, my initial gut thought when I saw this was I fancy racing in the Alfa Romeo. I fancy the 4C. And earlier today when I went and made the thumbnail for the stream, I thought, you know what? The 4C, let's jump in that. Why not? Now it looks like it's actually a good car, which I was not expecting. It's very much definitely in plenty of the top 20, 50 lap times. So it's a quick car. It's definitely up there. We do have a mixed grid, which is good. Bill's saying he fancies the Z4. I mean, the Z4 is actually up there as well. So credit where credit's due. How are we doing, Bill? Hope we're all good. But yeah, interesting. We've got ourselves a mixed grid, which we very rarely have. Now, tyre wear is at ×5 for this week's daily race. It is, of course, at Deep Forest, which we'll talk about that, I think, throughout the stream or in the race. But we've got minimum pit stop. We've got to make 1 pit stop and 14 laps. So realistically, you probably want to pit lap 7. Maybe you're going to pit lap 6 because you'll have the fuel depletion. The car will be a little bit lighter in the second half of the race. So you can pit a little bit earlier and then kind of still get good use of both sets of tyres. Robert, how are we doing? Hope we're all well. Good evening from Texas. I was going to attempt a Texan accent there, but that would probably just seem very offensive and borderline racist, so we'll not do that. Hope we're all good though, Robert. Hope we are all good. Right, we're going to jump straight into this one then. Starting from the back on this one, Deep Forest yet again. So I'm not too sure what we make of that. It has been a few more weeks than it normally... We had a period where it was coming up every couple of weeks. At least they've given it a few more weeks this time. But still, I reckon we could have had some other combos. But we're not going to complain. It normally does result in some very good racing. And who's going to complain about doing a bit of racing on Gran Turismo? Certainly not me. We are pretty thick-skinned. Good stuff. The blind Red Bull ring lap, right, I'm going to talk about that because everyone thinks that I've tried to make a fraudulent video, but we'll talk about that in just a little bit. We will navigate the first lap, I think, of the race. Braking at the 100, usual spot. Nice and early on the brakes there, actually. Bit of short shifting going on in the Alpha. You can see from the KPA down on the right hand side that it is better off being short shifted. We might manage to get underneath here. He's going to then keep the inside line. Someone to the inside of us. He's going to sneak down there. That was actually a great move from him there. Credit where credit's due. Fair play. Oh, that's going to be a penalty there, I think, actually. Try to keep the power on. That is going to be a penalty. Yes, it is. There we go. Thought we'd got away with it there. Right. Not a great start to this race then, is it? Judging by that disastrous final turn for some other people, though. It could have been a lot worse. Ignore the yellow flag. Oh, of course. That's a brutal penalty there. That's a brutal penalty. If they're all crashing, what else are we meant to do? If they're all crashing, what else are we meant to do? Brutal. Absolutely brutal. Oh, we've been hit as well there. Deary me. Front and rear damage on this one now. Oh, that one was my fault there, but he did lift very early, possibly reacting to everything else going on in front. Right, someone else into the wall here then. Oh, I wanted to look round the outside of the Ferrari there. Wasn't quite going to happen, was it? Oh, very early on the brakes there. We've been hit twice. Mario. Oh my god, no way. What is going on? What is going on? You've got to be winding me up. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Gran Turismo, everybody. That's all that we can say. Gran Turismo, ladies and gentlemen. Unbelievable. Well, we're now 20 seconds off the race leader. How do you even make that back up? How do you even make that back up? There's like no way that we even get this back into or anywhere near close to like even a top 10 finish at this rate. Let's hit the guard car and show them. Right, if we had heavy damage in this race, we'd have been absolutely ruined. We still are absolutely ruined. No overtaking. We're going to pay attention to the yellow flags this point. We've got no choice but to overtake. Two of them have spun. Two of them have spun. And I'm glad it allows us to get the overtake done on them. Now, I agree with the yellow flags penalty, but the penalty that... start that again. Now, I agree with the yellow flags rule in general. Obviously, that is real-world motorsport as well, that you can't overtake when there is double-waved yellows. But here on Gran Turismo, it is a little bit different. It can't decipher who's caused the yellows, the people that are involved in the crash that has caused the yellows, in which case was everybody in front of us, by the way, and those who are still trying to race. We are merely driving past the people who are facing the wrong way, and we've gotten ourselves a penalty. We can't just sit there and wait for it to clear up and then start driving like the AI would do if you crashed or just parked in front of it. It would just stop and go, no, I'll wait for you, you carry on. We can't do that, we're in a race. What use is that? Polyphony's still not quite able to get a fairly simple race feature figured out. Just nowhere near the pace of this race leader here, by the way, which I wasn't really expecting to be, but you're losing time at the rate that I am, not very good. They'll all crash and we'll catch up. Well, hopefully they all crash and they don't cause yellow flags while they do it. Otherwise, we'll not be able to get past. Rick, how we doing? Hope we're all good. John as well. Is it group 3s? It is, buddy. It is, yeah. Group 3s. Always a good combo. We can't complain about the combo, but we are just sick of seeing it, I think. Oh, that's a move. That's a brave move. I'm going to give him the place back, though, because we bumped him there. Make sure he gets the place back. I'm going to come into the pits this lap. We'll pit middle of the race. You probably can get away without changing tyres, realistically, but we'll go for the fresh tyres, see if we feel the benefit. Since we've got a massive gap to the guys ahead anyways, I don't think we're going to be benefiting from any kind of undercut. Safe to say. Behind this guy after all that. Never mind. Joe, how we doing? Hope we're all good. Thank you for tuning in, buddy. Hope we're all well. Yeah, Daily Race B we might have to have a look at, or Daily Race A. I think Daily Race A is Sardinia. I can't remember now. Actually, no, I think Daily Race B is Sardinia. Oh, I knew that was going to happen. Could have just seen that happening, couldn't we? What are you doing? That's twice. Alright, okay, he's let us pass on that one. Let's assume that that was a genuine mistake then. Still cost us, obviously, a huge amount of time yet again. Daily Race B, more of a sprint race. Is it Sardinia? Yeah, track here. Yeah, I like that track as well. I'm a fan of that layout. A little bit too far there. It's alright though, we can V that a little bit. What is all that about? What is all that about? He let us pass before. What is all that about? Honestly. I was looking forward to this week of races. Maybe I shouldn't have been. I hope that I'm wrong and this is just a one-off. What is all that about, honestly? I don't understand that, how we can get a penalty for the yellow flag incident and they still can't manage to give a penalty to that guy. You've just watched him like crash into us so many times and then push us into the wall and then carry on driving. Not a penalty. In what world does that make sense? That was 5 to go. I really want to catch back up to this guy now just to get past. Get some clean driving revenge on a dirty driver and end up back in front of him. I wonder if he's got us confused with somebody else. That's the only thing that I can always think. It's like the only logical explanation. Otherwise someone is literally just opening up this game, joining races literally just to crash into people, which would never really understand. So he's got to have thought that we're someone else. That's maybe he's ruined his race, which is why he's at the back of the grid as well. To catch them, I don't think. Twiggies, how we doing? Hope we're all well. Hope we are all well. so frustrating that I just can't close to these guys up ahead here. Not that far off my best times, but clearly just my best times isn't good enough. A bit more practice needed, I think. Rob, how are we doing as well? Hope we're all good. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for coming to say hello. Triple overtake right at the end of the race. Let's see if we can do it. We've had our race more or less ruined completely by a dodgy yellow flags penalty, which the game can't really police properly. And then the dirty driving Frenchman, which is in P12 there. Stay P12 as well, annoyingly. Don't know what his score was, but we'll have a watch of the replay, most definitely. Yeah, 3.24k. Yeah, subs are coming in, mate. Absolutely, they are, Joe. They're getting there. We're getting there. We've tried a few different things and a lot of the other types of content as well, which I've wanted to start doing. Yeah, we're getting there, mate. We're getting there. Slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. Right, now we want to ask, but he's not going to stay in the race. No, he hasn't. He's already gone. He's already gone. Let's see if we can watch the replay and figure out what on earth was going on with that French driver there. Feels like there's only a slip in the straights, basically none in the corners. Yeah, that might make a bit of sense. I feel like we were struggling in a straight line compared to some of the other cars, which from memory I think the Group 3 Alpha does. Might be wrong with that. I feel like it does though. Right, let's have a look at this, because this was really weird. So this, of course, is the first penalty that we got, where we passed and overtook under yellow flags. Now, first of all, look at the carnage here. We got this guy in the corner. We got this guy and this guy off into the wall. And then we got these 5 cars here, 6 cars altogether. And then those 2 are about to go join them. So let's watch this frame by frame. Which ones have we overtaken? We've overtaken the guy who's parked off on the other side. We're all going to overtake these 2 that are in the wall. Now, we have overtaken, or we are going to overtake Kringle Bottom there for that one. We're then going to get past this one who's also on the side facing the wrong way. And then, of course, the Ferrari. Now, both of those 2 are taken, kind of avoiding action to avoid the people that are there. We can't just sit and wait for that to tidy itself up and then go. So I really, really don't like the way that the game just has this kind of like binary yes or no answer as to whether or not you get the 3-second penalty for overtaking with the yellow flags. If that was any other race and you've seen cars trying to avoid each other, you would drive past them. That's just the way that that would work. So that's a little bit frustrating. Right, and then the next one is this Frenchman here, who I can't work out what his problem is. If anybody can enlighten me, that would be tremendous. First of all, this guy's gone for the lunge. We got hit, if we remember that one. We then got another 3-second penalty there. I don't even know what that one was for. I don't even think I noticed getting that at the time. And so through goes the Peugeot. So we're now behind the Peugeot. And I do seriously think that he's getting us mixed up with somebody. A little bit of contact there. As you see, though, we stay behind. We don't run in front. We stay behind. Now, a little bit of carnage going on in front. I think about going around the outside. He then goes to the inside of the Ferrari. I still think about the outside of the Ferrari. Not going to happen. And away we go. So at this point, we're not really thinking that we'll see him again. We get hit twice there. Mario, I thought, would have stopped for us, but he didn't. And then, of course, that... I would say that that was a dive. I just saw that very late and last minute. We then get wiped out by Josh. And what a lovely, happy time we are having. So, skipping forward then. This I found to be really, really strange. We get to go around, we have a look around the outside there. He then stops. You see he's braked, he's stopped, he's let us in front. That's all fair. This is where I then start to think, is he getting us mixed up with somebody else? Because, is it this one here we get a bit of a dive from him, I think? Or is it the next one? Not quite any contact there. Goes for a, not necessarily an aggressive dive here, by the way. This is actually all fair enough. As I try to cut back, he then puts the brakes on, so we crawl into each other there. But as you see, I make sure that I give the place back. We end up in front very briefly. I pause. We let him in front. Job's a good one. We've done nothing wrong so far. He comes into the pits. We come out behind him. This is the weird one. This is the weird one. So we take a really, really wide line to try and V-cut back, which does then put us to the inside. That's all good there. That one you can't really help. Like, he can't really help that. That's fair enough. You know that naturally you're going to be understeering. He does try and move back across to the right-hand side. I thought that's all fair enough. This is then when it gets a little bit weird. He's obviously raging that he's done that. Or he's lost control of the car. He's still then going to try and hold it. Whether or not he's understeered into us there, again, I'm giving benefit of the doubt, because he then stops to let us in front. Okay, I don't think there's anything wrong happened so far. So at what point has he got annoyed with us, is what I'm trying to work out here. Goes for a bit of a dive there, a little bit late and last minute. But we're going to let him still keep that one. He then runs us out wide. Bosh, straight into the wall. You tell me if you can work that one out, because I certainly can't. Right, let's see if we can get back into... Nope, we're going to miss that one. That's fine. I'm going to do Daily Race B. I'll quickly sum that one up, though, if I can do. Because we keep seeing the same daily races, which is sometimes fine when the racing is good. And normally Deep Forest does provide a lot of very, very good racing. What becomes frustrating is when the same problems still aren't getting fixed. So that's what's annoying me most about that one there. The yellow flag issue has been going on for ages. That has been going on since they introduced it on Gran Turismo Sport. Still not really being able to get a clear, good fix on that, which is a bit frustrating. And then to be able to see how he doesn't get a penalty there for running us off the track makes zero sense to me. So two very basic features in Polyphony and Gran Turismo still can't sort them out. Bad form. Right. We're going to go to Daily Race A next, and we're going to try and do a little bit of qualifying. I am just going to have to go with whatever's top of the list here. I might actually stick with the RCF rather than the Atenza. I think I just kind of, from memory, think I prefer the Lexus. Where on earth is the Lexus? Where's the Lexus? That makes zero sense. Why is the Lexus there? I thought this was in alphabetical order. It's actually not. That makes no sense. No sense, no sense, no sense. Right, we're going to do Daily Race B. Try both of them. And then we're going to... Maybe we'll do Daily Race A. I don't normally do that on a live stream. But we'll see if we can maybe do a little bit of both. Oh, on the hard tyres, so this does feel already a little bit sketchy. Right, guess us in. We'll try and put a lap time in here for the couple of laps that we'll get. Are we going to understeer off? No, we'll be all right. Right, while we're on then, get your guesses in for our lap time. What time in purple will we cross the line with and brake way later than I just did there? That's good to know. Full track this one, so it is a longer layout, but it's a tremendous layout, this one. I do much prefer it in a Group 2 or a Group 3 though. 4 just feels so slow. A 148 treble 6. That's the first guess in from John. Any advances on that? Get your guesses in. We're going to understeer like crazy there until I get used to this car. If you guess the lap time correctly in purple, all 3 decimal places, free t-shirt is yours from the merch store. And there is links in the description for the cars that we are giving away. So if you're kind enough or care enough or want to see us do well in terms of just the channel, then you will be excited to hear about our pilot series, which we're in the middle still of recording at the minute. That's going to be coming out every Sunday in November for 5 straight weeks. All of our episodes out in the real world, living the so-called dream, producing content with real cars on real tracks in the real world. And then yeah, we've got a giveaway for that where you can win the 2 cars that we actually, or you win one of them unless your name gets pulled out twice. You'd be very lucky then, wouldn't you? Win the cars that we used in our Cheap Car Challenge episode. Genesis Group 4, yeah, the Genesis, I like that car actually. I like that car a lot. Right, if we actually get a lap time in here without crashing, we might see if we're close to the 46 treble 6 that John suggested, and still brake way later than that. Still brake way later. I think we can brake after the 100 board. After the 100 board, I think. Braking a little bit earlier here though, trying to get downshifted in just so that we can try and straighten up that corner a bit more. And then we want to brake a little bit earlier here from memory. Try and get that one turned in. Oh no, gonna still understeer into the wall. Horrible corner that. Horrible, horrible corner. Right, so we'll be about 4.7, 4.8 seconds quicker on this one. Maybe he's actually edging towards 5. Yeah, I think it will be. Not that a 54 is still any good. Try and improve on this last lap. This has to be an actual decent quality time now. See, on the Group 3s, you've got enough downforce to be able to actually brake and move over to the left-hand side to then properly open that corner up. But in the Group 4s, it's just understeer, 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 all the way to a straight line. Right, 1.5, 1.6, 1.7, 1.8, 1.9. Feel like you'd be so much earlier on the power when you're half throttling. You feel like surely I can just floor it from here and I'll be all right. And there, cutting that corner as much as you can, close to the wall as you can. After the 100. Oh, maybe it's a little bit too far. Too far after the 100. Losing a little bit of time. We should still be 2 seconds clear though, down to a 52. I've got no idea if that's good, bad, crap or average. Surely it's not going to be that good though. 52.5. Is it anywhere? Is it any good? Is it anything? Soon realised that I probably could have been another 4 seconds quicker or something like that once I get a couple of more laps in. Mazda 3 seems to be the best. Yeah, I bet you. I didn't feel like that 52 was like too bad a lap, considering it's, you know, 3 laps of practice, or 2 laps of practice and the third sort of push lap, but I bet you when we go into the lobby I'll be at the back of the grid, guaranteed. Look at all the mistakes that we made in this this lap as well. We're still not like that far off our time really. Yeah, we can try the Mazda 3 after. We might have a look at Daily Race A and then head back to Daily Race C for a little bit of racing. There we go. Right, the fastest time. Oh, Kia's up top with a 150.9. So actually, my 52 is not that bad, actually. I'm going to take that as a half decent-ish lap. If that's all right with you. Oh, Cal's in this one as well. Oh, and Scotty. We got everyone in this one. Good stuff, good stuff. Right, from the back of the grid, not expecting great results, but who knows? We can be opportunistic, hopefully. Yeah, everyone driving a precious car. It's only us in the Lexus by the looks of it. Everyone else in the Mazda. Someone in the Lambo right at the back. I don't think I'm that far off the pace for 3 laps. I don't think that's that bad in the Lexus. Might push brake balance just a little bit further back. We're good in the slipstream though, I think. Looks like it. Oh! 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 No! You can't be kidding! You got to be kidding! Oh, really? 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 You've got to be joking me. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. What a start. What a start. Now we're going to end up having to work extra hard to try and catch that time back up. To catch anything back up. Slipstream seemed like it was pretty strong or pretty helpful to this car, but we'll not be catching up at all, I don't think. Oh, hey, who knows, who knows, who knows? Here we go. Are we quicker in a straight line or not? I don't think we are, not than the Atenza. So we've got to oh, the Mazda 3, sorry, not the Atenza, it's the Mazda 3, isn't it, I think? Start catching again. Start catching. It's a short race, this one, so it's difficult to do. Maybe short shifting a smidge too early for this car. Everyone in the meta car. I don't think we're doing too badly yet then. If we've managed to catch up with a couple of positions, it's only because people have gone off, but we'll try and look at the positives. That's what you want to try and do, is hook it round there. Ideally, that's the way to do it. I should have seen that one coming. That's my fault, that's my fault. Make sure we brake nice and early, and we're not going to try and get that move. Oh, you're kidding! Oh, I braked earlier so that we definitely didn't go into the back of him again, so that we definitely didn't take the place from him, so that we made sure we weren't going to. We've compromised his line out of the previous corner. Let's make sure we don't try and take advantage on that on the way into the next corner. And then we end up getting wiped out anyways. These two battling behind. Maybe he's not going to have noticed that I was braking as early as I was. You just couldn't make this up for me, could you? It goes from bad to bad to bad to bad to worse. Ugh. I've actually not been too disappointed with my pace, like, overall in this race, except for there and every other mistake that I've made. But overall, for 3 laps of practice, I don't think I was doing too bad, aside from the obvious. Last lap. Oh, this is brutal. Appreciate everybody tuning in though. Huge thank you. If you haven't done so already, please do hit the like button and subscribe. Been disappointed with this race, John, with my performance. Wouldn't blame you. See if we can at least get one overtake. Get one poxy overtake. Position back to P14 if we can do here. These two are scrapping. Can we at least get one position? Last is not impressive. It's not, mate, but have you just seen the disaster that we've just had? 9/10, come on. One of them's gonna bin it into the wall on that horrible right-left hander chicane. I can sense it. It's racing, can't always win. Well, I don't mind not winning. I would just rather not finish last every race. That's the difficult part that I don't enjoy. That's the difficult pill to swallow. Actually, do you know what? I say it all the time. I don't mind even if I'm finishing last, but if we've had a really good scrap, then I'm happy with that. Oh, you could just see what was going to happen there. Oh! No. I was not getting caught up in that. My God. You can see he was going to put the power down there and wipe the two of us out. That's exactly what he went to do. Jesus, well, we got 2 overtakes done. What a depressing start to the stream this is. 2 horrific races. Dear me. Deary me. It can't go on like this. It can. Right, I'm reckoning. I still fancy the 4C for that race. I don't think the 4C was all that bad, to be honest. I felt like the 4C was all right. The only way is up. Exactly. Smelt that incident coming, yeah. Right. Back in the Group 3s, back on the mediums. Right, let's get a feel back in for this one. So, back in the Alpha. Let's try and get ourselves a half-decent lap time in this one. Get your guesses in then. What will our lap time be? Guesses into the chat. Back in the Alpha, back where we belong. I love the Alpha. But I do think it's possibly struggling on the straights compared to some of the cars. I might be wrong on that though. 161 we seem to top out at there. Most definitely just a skill issue, I think. Of course it struggles in the straights. Why is it obvious? I think it's struggled in the straights like since forever, hasn't it? Because it's good in the corner as well, that's true. Can't have it all. Right, 27.5. Where's that at? Good, bad, crap, or average, as we said before? I've got no idea. Right, I don't mind running a bit. I was trying really hard to hold that there. I was going to say I don't mind running a bit too deep as long as we can switch that back nicely. Try again. Right, we might just have enough time to get 3 laps in here. The 3rd lap probably won't quite count. It's like the Russians have cut off gas supply, exactly. Right, let's go. Let's go. We'll just have enough time for 3, providing there's no mistakes. That felt like an alright exit there, that felt alright. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Right, guess is in. Can we beat that 27? My gut feeling is that we should be able to and that we can. It's my gut feeling. Is that going to be a penalty there? Is that going to be a penalty? Ah, git. Git. Go again. Surely that's not a proverb. A proverb surely dates back for quite a while. But it is a good thought-provoking point. Right, down the gears, down in a second. No penalty this time, come on. I don't know why I'm feeling confident that I can get this down to the 26s. I've still got no idea if that's a good lap time or not. But I reckon there's a 26 in there somewhere. 5.54. Right, this is the last lap. I'm going to go all out on this one. No limits. Three tenths up. Look how much quicker you are when you just don't care. Oh no, brake too early there. As soon as I started thinking about protecting the gap. Oh, let's just get this one across the line. We will be down into the 26s. Again, no idea if it's actually any good. Tragic. Tragic. No. No way. We'd have been up there on P2. Gutting. Gutting. We'd have been up there for P2. That's unbelievable, that. I'm not happy about that. What's in P1? It is a Z4. Nothing to say that he set that time in a Z4 though. But he probably did, knowing my luck. Right, okay then, here we go. Right, if everybody can do me a favour, everybody who's tuned in now before we start this race, if you haven't yet hit the like button on the stream, please do so. Please also drop your predictions in the chat. Where will we finish in this race? There's 16 cars on the grid. We probably will finish 17th, but get your predictions in. I wonder if the brake balance being set at the back was what was helping me out the most there. 3 to the rear. Right, here we go then. P10, we could have qualified P2. If we actually crossed the line, we're just short by a few seconds in quali. Let's go. Having to just lift a little bit earlier there because I'm just that close to these guys behind. Yeah, you can see in the straight line just struggling a little bit, even with the slipstream. Doing there either. Just trying to give myself a bit of a gap there so that I can actually see the road. Oh, someone's going to go off there, someone's going to go off. Watching them in the radar. Oh, someone else has gone there. I wasn't expecting the car in front to just veer off the road there. Keep going. Keep going. We're surviving. Viper's the meta around here. Is it actually? Right, okay, interesting. Just braked a little bit earlier than I thought he would do there. We might be able to nip to the inside. It's going to bounce us over a couple of curbs. Ferrari braked really early there. Let's keep it going. Right, we need to start thinking about really whether or not we want to change tyres in this one. I do feel like the change of tyres is normally what I prefer to do a race like this. Oh, that's late under braking for them to be moving there. a bit too far there. Mustang all day. How are we doing, James? Yeah, just working out whether or not as well we want to change tyres. Anyone got any thoughts? Make sure we keep that in. At this rate, if we're still behind these on lap 5, I might go into pit and try and get an undercut. Because when we start catching up to them, we're losing a little bit of time. I think the top 5 or 6 could be on here. Oh, that's a dive. Yeah, he lets us back past there. How much we're lifting, driving all of this sector at half throttle here. Trying to go for some kind of undercut might be worth it here. I don't really fancy driving without changing the tyres. By the end of this race, the tyres would be shot. Yeah, it's normally good on tyres. Don't know about not changing. I always feel like I would rather change, just regardless. I always feel like I would rather change. I think it's more about just not trusting myself on worn tyres. Yeah, end of this lap. If we're still behind them, we'll go in for an undercut. I probably will still change though. I suppose at that point you're better off maybe to not. Oh, decisions. Oh, one's gone wide. Oh, he's going to cut back. Here we go. If we can end up in front of them here. I'm going to follow the Peugeot through. Higher top end, I think, in the Peugeot. Or he's just not being compromised on his run. Absolutely making sure we have that. He's going to try and get us on the switchback. Absolutely making sure we have that. Go, 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 go. Make them think that we're pitting, but we're not. Go, 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 go. Oh, he's going to work with us as well. Good man. He's definitely going to dive it into turn 1 though. No, he's going to sit back. He's going to sit back. Someone else is going to dive it. They've just missed us there. Did you see that in the radar? They've just missed us. That was nearly the end of any good result for our race, I'll tell you that. Come on. Right, the first race might have been a disaster on this stream, but it's looking like the second one, or the third one actually, but the second attempt of Daily Race C might be half decent. We're on the pace now of the leaders. Go, 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 go. On the pace of the leaders. Right, lap 6, this is where we're going to go into the pits now. This is hoping we don't get killed here. Go, 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 go. Go, go, go. Change the tyres. Gonna have to, I think. Yeah, I could have stayed out. I could have stayed out. You're right, to be fair. That might have been the better shout and just go along. Realistically, that probably was the better idea. Now you've said it, yeah. I think, though, the people that are at the back... The people that are at the back going past, there's still going to be a pretty big gap. Yeah, there is. We'll be alright, I think. Oh, no, we're not. That's not as big a gap as I thought. That is not as big a gap as I thought. Oh, they've all jumped back in front now. Yeah, they haven't changed tyres. They haven't changed tyres. They've jumped back in front now. So now I've got the difficult job of closing to them by 2 seconds. Or however long it takes to change the tyres. Trying to claw that back and then get back past them. Which will be pretty difficult. Yeah, might have made a mistake on that one. Should have maybe gone a little bit longer, you're right. Or just done the whole race on the one set. Changed on the last lap, or came in on the last lap, sorry. Just served the pit stop. P8 for the moment. Someone coming out of the pits as well. Yeah, okay, P8 it is. Limanov still hasn't been in yet. So that's one more pit stop. Or someone else to make a pit stop. But I think the rest have all been in. Right, we said top 5, maybe top 6 would be a good result. We've pitted, we've done the change of tyres. And it's P8 for the moment. Can we close that gap with the tyre deficit? Get ourselves hopefully just one position should be enough. I think Limanov would come off behind us, would he? I think there we go, there's someone in. Oh, and someone else. All right, I've really not done a good job of keeping up with this then. So Limanov, I think, would have been close to come out alongside us. Well, pretty much would have came out alongside us. I think anybody else behind him, we should get the jump on, should we not? There we go, we're up to P6. Yeah, we're up to P6. Is he going to come out the pits? No. Right, let's really try and make the most then, because there is P5. Let's really try and make the most and catch back up to him. Limanov's still not been in the pits. If we can close this gap with the undercut and the fresher tyres, I think even as it stands now, he should come out. He'd probably come out alongside us, I think. If anyone's able to very quickly work out the pit stop loss that I've had, but that will be with a 2, maybe 3 second difference because I've changed tyres. Oh, I'm taking this so seriously now. I do this all the time. End up taking this far too seriously. Come on. 22.9 to the lead. Would we have him cleared in a pit stop? We're about to find out because he goes in now. P5 in front of us. 1.4 is the gap. That's who we're racing for position now. Right, Limanov into the pits. He's still not out yet. He comes out now. He comes out now. So he's 6 seconds. There we go. We're still 6 second gap to the lead. And we've now got the tyre advantage. So we were 6 seconds as we went in. We're 6 seconds as they come out, and we've still got the tyre advantage, so we might be able to close, grab one more position. Who knows, maybe 2. Where's Limanov? Came out then. Where's he now? Oh, he is still P2. .9. This is who we're chasing though, P5 here, come on. This is who we're chasing. It's took us 4 laps to close the first second. Well, 1.1. 4 laps left to close the remaining 8.5 tenths, come on. Have him here, we can have P5. Quite a distance. I wasn't really planning to go for the move there, I was just staying to the inside just to see how early or late he actually braked. We've got it now. P5, come on. Yeah, he's working with us as well. That's what we want. .9. Who knows, we might actually be chasing the podium down. I very much doubt it, but we've still got pace quicker than the leader at the minute. Or as quick as. Great move, I'm glad you think so, James, thanking you. Not often I get praise from you, so we must be doing something right. 1.5, we're still closing because these guys are scrapping here. See, that is P3 right there. P3 and 4. Come on. Come on, can we close them down? We've only got 2 laps to do it now though. 1.6. don't think we're quite close to these guys. Not quite enough. But what a good race that's been. Still one more lap to go. 4.7. Look how much we are closing to the leader. For us, the pit stop in the middle has been the quicker way to do it. Well, who knows? We might have been in front of these guys here if we hadn't pitted. I've just got a feeling that P4 is going to really go for a move here. He's going to properly send it and possibly mess it up. I'm keeping my fingers crossed. We might get a P4, or if he wipes two of them out a podium, we'll not bank on it. Come on. I don't think he's going to. Oh, it's me that's going to mess it up. Oh, they came out along side by side though. 1.4 the gap, 1.3 the gap. That's not too bad, that's not too bad. Give me credit. From P10 on the grid. Pit stop as well. Think of the time that we lost behind those guys. Oh wow, I think we've done pretty well there. Happy with that. Never underestimate the Alpha. Yeah, good result. Happy with that one. Definitely happy with that. Right, we're going to go again. I'm going to do a very quick toilet break. If you put in the chat, what car should we try next? What car should we try next? It can't be the Z4 though. Although that seems to be doing well this week, so who knows. Right, back in 1 minute. Right, what are we suggesting? Oh, what are we saying? I'm not doing the Mustang. Let me say, you can suggest cars, but I have the right to say no. Z4. Oh, I don't fancy the Z4. All put Mustang. The Hyundai. Oh, yeah. All right, okay. Third gear corner should suit the Hyundai. Let's have a look then for the Hyundai. Is that actually in here as well on terms of lap times? Look at that, 26. Look at that. We wouldn't have actually been too far off a really good lap time. Top 100 still all in the 26s. We'd have been 4/10 off. And that's probably as good as I'm ever going to get. So what are we saying then? We'll try the, what are we saying? Subaru. Oh, jeez. Do you know what? I actually do feel like I want to stick with the Alpha. Like, actually, for the first time in a long time, really get used to and stick to a car. Great car, though, the Hyundai. No one uses it as it's tragically unfashionable. Are you talking about the Hyundai? Alpha won't get you a win. Whoa, that's a bold statement. Well, we'll want second gear out of that one. I love the Hyundai. I absolutely love it, mate. See, it's actually not as quick as the Alpha in a straight line, weirdly. Don't know if you noticed that there. Actually not quicker than the Alpha in a straight line. Do we still want to try this in the race? I'm happy to, because I do like the car. That's difficult. That's difficult. Alright, we're going to have to now because we're under a minute. We're going to need third gear out of a lot of these corners, actually, which might sting us a little bit. Actually having a short shift out of the corners. Can't handle the power, very true. Need second gear out of there, cannot do third gear. Gets great traction in third, yeah. Just some of those corners you still need second gear in terms of the speed that you're doing. This could be an interesting one. We'll give it a go, though. Right, let's see how we get on. Predictions in for this one. O'Leary, how we doing? Penalties are crap here. We found that out in the first race. Brutal. There you go. That's the exact same penalty that we got as well, O'Leary. 3-second penalty because 2 cars crashed in front of you. Exactly what we got. Yellow flag penalty. They're both in the wall. In fact, we had the whole grid. Pretty much. We had 3 cars off into the wall. Everybody else avoiding them, slamming the brakes on. We managed to get through and undercut like all of it on the corner. We were pretty lucky. 3-second penalty. Shocking. Are you racing in this 9 PM one though, O'Leary, or no? Obviously not in this lobby if you are, but good luck if you are racing. Guesses in then, predictions in. How last are we going to finish? A little bit last or very last? I'll pray for this race to not have at least 4 spins. Well, same here. Maybe we want to try and just still have brake balance to the rear. I feel like that helps on a lot of these slow speed circuits that just need a bit more front end grip. Well, he could do with a bit more front end grip. Racing in Senna colours, but he's not driving like Senna in the Alpha there. Oh, it's closer. He's had a disaster into turn 1. I say a disaster. He's understeered a little bit, really. I just like to exaggerate. Yeah, see, I should have had second gear there. Third gear is too high in terms of the gear ratios. I want second, but I don't have the guts to use it and get the power down. Come on. Yeah, losing time in the... Look at this, actually losing time in the straights as well. Someone's gone right off and into the wall, if we can see that there. So is someone else. Bit of a slipstream here. It's very good on the brakes, this thing, actually, but I don't know if that is because it's going travelling a little bit slower than everything else, so you naturally can brake a bit later. It's still doing all right though. I'm just going to have to be brave. Oh, around the outside, go on then. Never really going to happen, is it? Never really going to happen, is it? It could have done though, who knows? A bit of understeer there as well. Bit of a snap. Brake balance going to go all the way to the rear. I can see the fronts are already getting used and done in way more than the rears. We're all right though. P1 has served a penalty. Oh, big bit of contact, big hit there. Oh, look at this. They're all just driving. Look at that. 3 cars all just driven right around me there. I've been hit. I've been hit. Got hit twice there. Oh. Trying to let the Spaniard back in front. This is, race lobby wise, a bit of a disaster. That was a decent little send though. That was a decent little send. We'll have that. Big crashing coming. Yeah, by me or by everyone else, or both. Absolutely rinsed in a straight line. Annoyingly, my only real bet is to actually stay with the pack so that I can get that slipstream from them on the straights. Well, could have seen that one coming as well, couldn't we? Oh, contact all round there. Come on. Come on! Yeah, this is a painful one. Painful one. Retire the car. Yeah. Feels that way. Feels that way. Weirdly with this, where third gear does actually sit on this, you kind of end up needing to just be right on the limit of second gear, which is then makes it a little bit of a handful out of the corners. The front is getting chewed up just a bit too much. I don't know if that's feels like that's understeer. Or let me rephrase that, sorry. Normally that's understeer, but it doesn't feel like the car is understeering is what I sort of meant to say there, sorry. Yeah, that's my best lap. There's a 29. Fair bit off the pace that I'd gotten up to in the Alpha. There is some exits and some corners where we're closing to the leader. I don't know if that's him just having a bit of a nightmare. We're definitely losing out on the straight there. The acceleration's just not there, is it? Not to worry. I was going to pit there. Let's just go all the way to the end. fact, to be fair, this is probably the kind of car that can't go to the end. This is one of the ones that is really chewing up that front left, especially. Look, front right, sorry, especially. Look at the understeer that we pick up here. Yeah, probably will come into the pits, give ourselves a best possible chance of not absolutely ruining our night. Go WRX. Yeah, no slipstream either. It did seem like it pulled away quite nicely in the slipstream. Oh, it definitely made a big difference, noticeable difference. I do love this car. It was tremendous. The Group 4 especially, tremendous for a good few weeks. It was a really, really good car. I remember this around the Red Bull Ring. It might have been on GT Sport though, but was just mega. No. One-handed drift. Get back onto some livery making. You mean generally or right now? If so, what are you working on, Bill? Anything exciting? Generally, got you. I presume you mean on Gran Turismo. Never catching that. Too committed, but I was never going to catch it. I think, to be fair, if I was able to drive this to its absolute limits, where you make a bit of the time back is braking. I just don't think I'm brave enough to brake as late as this car actually can. I think that's the problem. John, are you still on the stream? I can't see you on the chat, but I need to drop you a message about getting back to the idea of organising a 200 lap race somewhere, probably Brands Hatch. And And I might see if we can do it as still a bit more of a fundraiser again. Another fundraiser for the pilot series. Try and tie it in with that a little bit. But I need to get on it sharpish, wouldn't I? Probably 2 or 3 weeks we'd have to try and get one organised. I fancy doing it at Brands Hatch because I love Brands Hatch, and at least you know that if people crash, it's not the end of it. It's not the absolute end of it, because you know everybody else is going to at some point put it on the grass. Yeah, that is third spin, I think. I think that one is... At this point, we're going to end up getting lapped, I think. Oh, no! Yeah, end up in an easier lobby for the next one. That's the only silver lining. 2 more laps, come on. This feels like the end of the Nurburgring, where you just didn't want to do 200 laps of the Nurburgring, where you just didn't want to do the last lap. 2 more laps to go, and I just rather not. Look at that, we're just permanently losing speed on the straights. What other cars is there then? I'm trying to think for other cars that we can try. Obviously there's the Z4. I don't really want to do the Z4. I just hate that car. I possibly would stick with the Alpha, to be fair. So I was actually proven to be pretty quick in the end in that. Wasn't far off, decent lap times. Almost screwed up the finish, yeah, I know. Can you imagine if I did as well, if I didn't manage to get back past them? I'd be gutted. I'd be beaten by the AI, I'd be absolutely devastated. Try the Viper. Is it actually any good though, or are we just suggesting it for a laugh? Because I really need to get a good result in the next one. Otherwise my ego will be severely bruised. It's the meta. Is it actually though? Now I'm not saying I don't believe you, but I find that hard to believe. The very best around here. To be fair, it probably will be, because it'll just make all the time up on the straights, won't it? It'll be shocking in the corners. But I guess it will be rapid in a straight line. Oh, that's its usual party trick anyway. Don't know about handling. Race round earlier, it was a rocket, fair play. Z4's a close second, followed by the Peugeot, yeah. Judging by it, it looks like the Alpha is maybe it's fourth on that list. Z4 has the usual understeer, yeah. I will be avoiding the Z4 like the plague. Avoiding the Z4 more than COVID. Although I caught that twice. Right. Are we actually serious about the Viper? Are we going to give the Viper a go? Just to double check, there is only one Viper, yes. Right, okay. So just after halfway for shifting. Don't if you don't believe us. John, did you hear me mention earlier about the 200 lap race again? My mind is focused back on that now. I was going to see what you reckoned for a finally getting the 200 lap of Brands Hatch on the go. Right, let's see what we think here then. Yeah, slight short shift. It's obviously going to be a rocket in a straight line, or I presume that's its usual party trick. It will be awful as always in the corners, I'm guessing. Yeah, understeer, understeer, understeer. 200 lap of Grands, yeah. You reckon we should go for it? +5 brake balance, probably, yeah. It does actually get slowed down quicker than I thought it would, to be fair. Third out of the corner after the bridge, interesting. .6. I mean, I'm still well off the full potential, if we remember, of what we could have been at in the Alpha. We'll see what this next lap's like, though. Definitely got to be second gear there, surely. Understeer, I was still carrying too much speed. .7.1. Well, that's a good improvement on our time. We could have still been in the Alpha. We know that our pace was good enough to be into the 26s. That might be a penalty there. We're a 10th.5 up though. 2 tenths up now, look. See, I just can't get that line right. I never managed to get that line right. Ugh. I try and cut the corner as much as I can, but I always carry just a smidge too much speed and then it understeers wide. Not good. Yeah, still down in second while you're turning it, yeah. And then a shift up to third quick. Well, we know quite a few people in this one. Closer, how we doing? Hope we're all well, buddy. Hope we are all well. Yeah, a lot of talk. A lot of talk in that low end, yeah. Divine BMX, how are we doing? Are you in this one? Or have you just jumped in or managed to tune in just as we start this one? Or are you in this lobby? Welcome along. Either way, good luck if you are racing, buddy. Hope we're all good. Right, brake balance, 5. Position 7. Let's not end up at the bottom of the grid. Come on. Nice bright red Viper. Let's go. Just watching, you're on Daily B. Fair play. That's a good race as well, that one. Good combo. So come on. Let's be having some good results. Still in P7, out of turn 1. That's good. It could definitely be going worse. I'm just going to try and hold that one to the outside. Not quite going to happen. That's it, there we go. We're getting the hang of it. We're getting the hang of it. Come on. Come on, trusty Viper. Do us proud. Right, we're going to go all the way to the outside here unless they close that off completely. In which case, we'll have a look down the inside. Absolutely. Oh, no! A little bit of contact there. We're all good, though. I mean, if he was like a pixel more to the right, that might have been a completely different story, that one. But we get the move. That is about as aggressive and risky as I would ever want a move to be. That was probably a bit over the line, I think we would agree. Not my proudest overtake, but needs must. Too far there. We're alright though, we're alright. Go on, go on. Oh no! Didn't know which way to go there for the best. All the way to the outside there. Yeah. Oh, someone's gone. Jeez. Steady on. Oh, I thought the Alpha beside me there. I thought Taylor was going into the pits. He's sold me the dummy as well as everyone else. Bad form again from me there. Always seems to be up against Monaghan. Yeah, that's my fault twice. Done the same mistake. I think he is in the Z4 there. Yeah. We'll give him a nudge as a means of an apology, which could send him for a move into turn 1. It's absolutely going to. Is he going to look for it? He does. We could be racing for the podium here, I think. Oh, that's a bit of contact from behind onto us. Oh, that's a bit of contact again. We got hit from behind there. Hit, hit, hit. Come on, we're dropping to the leader now. Dropping to the leader now. Hit once again. I don't even know what to do. The best way to turn this around here. Oh no! Come on! Come on! I think that was the Spaniard. Looks as if that was Infinity Jose giving us the place back. If it was, then fair play to him. 7 seconds lost though. Come on, keep battling, keep pushing on. This is brutal, this. Apart from the third race, this stream's been yet another disaster. We've had a bad run of form recently. Oh, Closer has gone. I don't know if that was Marta, Closer, or both. That's had a nightmare there. Try and get back to where we know we should be for this race. Bad form, yeah. Bad form's probably an understatement, really, isn't it? Signing off, no worries, Robert. Thank you so much, as always, buddy, for tuning in. Absolute hero. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I will no doubt catch you in another one. It's a shame that we haven't had some better races for people to enjoy on the stream so far, but who knows, this one might turn out well by the end. We can live in hope. In my defence, we can all agree, even though he was giving the place back to someone, that obviously wasn't the best place to stop and give someone the position back. Oh man. Man. More people have left this race now, and there probably is left in it. Oh my days. Oh. I had one good race, yeah, exactly. Bad form as usual. Yeah, well, yeah, normal form in that case. Oh, man. Come on! I hate bad races. I hate having a bad stream. Like, the stream itself's not been bad, just the races themselves have been bad. Which never feels like it helps. Not that you can have good races every single race, but it would be nice if you could. This is the problem with this. This is now a major recovery race, and it really, like, didn't need to be. It really didn't need to be. DDC seems to be a bit of a wreckfest, yeah. My theory is, oh my god, can you see the size of that moth? Jesus! See the size of that? How's that getting in that door, honestly? Jesus, if that lands on me in this stream, by the way. Oh, we have had it. Where's he gone now? Oh god. Did you see the size? Did you see it fly in front of the camera? Huge! Yeah, this is the problem with Daily Race C. With this particular combo coming up all the time, people just get sick too quick. If it was a brand new, fresh race that we hadn't seen for ages, people will accept a few crap races and they'll stick with it for the whole day or the whole week. But with this, it's like, oh yeah, we do Deforest again. After one or two races, you're like, right, I'm bored of this because we've just had it. So you're back to the same races, the same combos, but you're getting bored of them so much quicker than you did the last time around. Bad form doesn't mean a bad stream. Yeah, absolutely, yeah. I agree with that. It helps to have nice races in the stream though, doesn't it? It helps if I'm in a good mood as well. Red Bull Ring a few weeks ago, all the races were pretty good. I actually don't even remember that, to be honest. Yeah, everyone else does seem to be in Daily Race B as well, or a lot of people seem to be in Daily Race B as well. All I can do now is just try and close the gap to the leader, if at all that I can. Just try and do that as much as possible. And then just hope that we grab a couple positions from other people going into their pit stops. For third gear as well, that's brutal, that. In the Mitsubishi Group 3. Ah, yes. I remember now, I remember. Yeah. Yeah, they were all good races, actually. Or even the ones that, like, weren't spectacular, or even if you're not racing for race wins. All that I ask for is just good, fair, enjoyable racing. Even if you're racing at the back, you can still have good racing. least try and see if we can get back into the... Oh, we're not even going to get back into the top 10 really, are we? We've got 3 seconds that we need to close these guys ahead. Could we be on for a faster lap? Surely not. The Viper has been better or more comfortable than I thought that it would have been. It's handled the corners a bit better than I was expecting. Still not obviously as well as the Alpha, but what is going to handle the corners as good as that? Oh! That was the moth, I think. Did you see that? Did we see that? Did we see that? I'm sure that was the moth. Get it away from me. Oh, I feel like it's everywhere now. Do you see, honestly, the size of it? Ugh. Horrible. Oh, I was catching them too as well. Kill them off, yeah. It's going to have me, I think. It's going to actually eat me up. Watch it be on my head and like not realise. Oh, I can't believe I was catching up to those two there as they were scrapping. Could have had them. Oh my god, I braked way too early. How have I slowed down so quickly there? That's bonkers. Right, heading out onto the final lap. I was hoping we might have got back up to P10, but... Oh, someone's quit. Well, that race overall definitely could have been better. Not that I like putting the blame on other people, but that was everyone else's fault, not mine. Right, where's this killer moth gone? Yeah, I got spun, exactly. Always a killer when you know you've got... We had good pace and we were catching up. In plenty of places we were matching the pace of the guys at the front, but... Yeah. Nightmare. Nightmare, nightmare, nightmare. Pretty good up until then, yeah, exactly. What do we reckon? We'll do one more race. One more. What car should we go for? Alright, I'll stick with the Viper. I think give it another race, another chance to shine. Second gear, only out the last hairpin, yeah. Right, all the way out wide here, get as much speed as we can. We'll be crossing the line at over 160, hopefully hitting the braking zone at 164. Oh, it was 166, more than I thought. Right, come on, we'll get 3 laps in here. Guesses in, what will our lap time be? Our lap in purple. Can we get down into the 26s, which we should be able to do? If you've noticed, the lap times are all pretty close in the 26s, and I think people are finding it easier to be close to the top 100 because of how many times we've seen this combo. Everyone's had a lot of practice at it now. I would never normally be within 1 second of the top time. Well, I'm now not, because I've seen that the top time is now at 25. But 26.8 if you manage to connect it. Just out braking a little bit there. Right, straight in for another one. We'll have 2 laps here. 2 more laps. As long as we don't bin it. Alright, 27.1. That becomes our best lap. Just want to try and desperately get the power down, but we can't. Now we can. Right, we're going to be over a 10th up as we hit turn 2's apex. Losing a lot of time there, just messed up that final corner. Should be able to still improve by... Oh, it's the wall, what's he doing? Right, we're going to have to make it all up on the next lap then. Oh, there we go. Well, if we're a tenth and a half up, which we've basically just claimed that all back at that apex there, we know we can get another tenth and a bit out of that. Can we get down into the 26s here? Come on. That one's not going to be a 26, only just very low 27s. Come on. Nah, messed it up already. Already messed it up horrendously. Ah! I reckon I could have been down at the 27s though. We'll never know, and I will never be down into the 26s, sorry. We'll never know, I'll never be able to prove it. But hey ho. Yeah, I think I'm not dropping down early enough, or I'm shifting up too early, I think, is the problem. It's not really having the time to like properly sit down and work out where we need to be, but yeah, there we go, that's better. Well, we know we've got the potential for a 26. The potential is there. Right, close around this one as well. I'm going to say to the Frenchman that is in who rammed us off the last time, saying, let's have a clean race. Where's that message? Pre-race. Let's have a clean race. Please, Mr. Frenchman. Although he's all the way at the back, so hopefully he doesn't catch up to us and we'll be alright. Right, last race of the stream. I'm still very much concerned there is a massive moth in here somewhere. Oh, there he is, actually. The Frenchman's P7. He's closer than I thought. That's not what I want. Right. Final reminder, final request. If you haven't done so already, please do hit the like button on the stream. If you haven't done so already, please do hit subscribe. If you haven't done so already, please do say hello in the chat. And fourth and final one, if you haven't done so already, please check out the links in the description for our Pilot Series fundraiser. We've got to raise a lot of money to try and go out and create all of the videos that this channel was set out to do. And any support at all, even if it's just sharing the link with one friend, any support at all goes a long way to making that series happen. So, with that, you can check out the links. You can win, you read that right, or you heard that right, win a Mazda MX-5, one of my dream cars. That is my car that you can win. Not that that adds any value to it, but it's my car. And what is also my car is Moth of the Dead. I've just seen that. Is a 2008 BMW 1 Series as well. So both are up for grabs under the same raffle. Get yourself entered and win yourself a car. Right, here we go then. Predictions in. P5 finally with a good quali time or a good quali position. Right, let's go. Let's go. We've got to say we're racing for the race win this time. We can't be racing for anything more or anything less. Well, you literally can't race for anything more, but we can race for anything less, and we don't want to do that. We'll be getting penalties if we carry on like that, though. Definitely don't want to be doing that. Apologies to Benev in front. That we've got with the slipstream here. Unbelievable scenes. Going all the way to the outside. Might live to regret that one. You never want to really be on the outside of a hairpin. And I probably didn't want to be on the outside of that one, but we're still all good. We're going to have the run. Oh my god, he's trying to bat us out of the way for the slipstream. He's going to nudge us slightly. We drift almost wide into the wall. Still going to have the run on him though, down into turn 1. Late as we can on the brakes, down the gears. Oh, it's almost 2 wide, 3 wide around the apex of turn 1. We've got to move around the outside somewhere though, because we're now up to P4. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to try and back these up a little bit. I'm just going to course through here. Just try and back those guys up a smidge if we can. I don't want that to have been track limits there though. I think we're okay. Right, within 9/10 to the leader. We are going to have to change tyres when we come into the pits. Also worth noting, we can see that the race leader is in the Alpha. So we know that he probably could get away with not changing tyres. But we also know that we do not want to sit behind him too long, because we know how much quicker in a straight line we can be. Oh, double switchback! Oh, what a move! Yes! Oh, we might get the potentially a triple switch. Get in! Right, end the race now. End the race now. They're definitely going to have us back down into turn 1. Oh well, that's misjudged. That is misjudged. Ha! Get in! Right, that is what we want. The might of the Viper. Just look at that. American power. You can't knock it. Even though it's struggling like hell in the corners, but still. What about that? What an absolute treat. That up slightly there. Keep going. Let's keep going. it's just a case of defending for the next 11 laps now, really. Which is not normally my strong point, let's be fair. O'Leary in this one, I've just noticed, in P8 as well. Good luck to O'Leary. Closer in this one as well. Dynamite GT we've got right behind us though, and he's very quick. Greta loves a V8, 27.5. I've got to be careful here. I'm trying to pace myself, make sure that we don't bin it, but I've got to be careful of anyone getting an almighty undercut from way back up the grid. Scrap that lap 8, forget it, yeah, okay. I was going to say, the options are we either try and just go to the end, but I think we would be susceptible to an undercut by that point. Just keep messing up that final corner now. Or we do pit lap 6 and we go on normal pit stop, because we do need to change tyres in this car. These tyres will not last till the end in this big heavy car with a lot of front end understeer. Oh, contact. Contact. Dynamite's got that one a little bit wrong there. I think, anyways, I don't think that was anything we did. Lap 6, I reckon we pit in. Yeah, I reckon we come in. We've got to change tyres, so we might as well just change tyres at the optimal time, which is going to be lap 6. Hope there's no traffic. That's what I'm hoping for as well. We're about to come out into quite a bit of traffic, I think. We might just clear it. They're going to be right on the back of us. Yeah, we're going to be clear. That has worked out quite nicely, actually. Yeah, we're going to be clear. Good stuff. Right, we can keep pushing on then. So as long as we keep this gap below 17 seconds to the leader, anyone else in front will be out behind us. See the tyre advantage that we've got at the minute clawing us back. 100th after 100th. Right, Andy's the main one that we're referencing here. Yeah, we've got the jump on him. That's all good. And he's got a car in between us now, and that gap's 1.4. So that's probably as good as that could have been, really. Now just for these guys out in front, we just need them to pit and clear off. Two tenths cleared on Dynamite there. He's already behind us because he had that off, but he's got a lot of good pace. We can end the stream on a good result and a good win here. How happy will we be about that? Well, I'll be happy. Don't know about everyone else, but I'll definitely be happy. Right, there's Dynamite into the pits now. We keep increasing this gap to those guys there. They're all scrapping, trying to get to what is essentially provisional P2 and P3 podium. Or net P2, net P3. Come on. 1/10 off the fastest lap as well now. We're in the zone now. We're in the zone. Come on. No, that's not in the zone. That is well and truly out the zone. 8.8 to the guys ahead. Obviously, they need to pit, so we're not really that worried. All we can really reference at the minute is the gap behind. Right, Closer is behind us now. He's managed to nip in front. And Closer, we know, is very, very quick. 4 laps left, 2 seconds behind us. It's a nice end to the stream, absolutely. End on a high. It doesn't happen very often. Normally ends with me rage quitting, so, you know, that's better. keep going at this rate, we might actually catch up P1 before he does his pit stop. Andy's back behind us now, but 4 seconds down the road. Couldn't be happier with this gap that we've now made. Oh, the gear ratios of this is just so nice. Second gear out there is just so nice. Lovely. Oh, steady. Steady. What a treat. Right, thank you everybody for tuning in. Huge thank you. We're going to end the stream on a very good result here, which doesn't happen often. Watch me just it'll be this point that Gran Turismo introduced brakes failure or something like that to the game. It just puts me straight into the wall. Straight line it directly into the wall. None of that though. What a treat. Thank you all everybody for tuning in once again. I do love the Monday night streams. It's genuinely the highlight of my week. And even better so when we can end on a good result, which, like I say, it doesn't happen often. We've had 2 new subscribers there as well. Let me shout them out. Nicola and Joe, or Nicola and Joe Crane. Thank you so much for subscribing. Absolute heroes. If you're watching on the live stream when you've subscribed, then make sure you say hello in the chat. But yeah, there we go. We've got plenty more videos that's going to be coming out. on the channel and stuff that we can look forward to. The main thing, however, is that we are giving away 2 cars. So you will have probably heard me mention it loads if you've been on any of the streams over the past couple of weeks. But yeah, final thing to mention, our pilot series, links in the description for that if you want to win yourself a Mazda MX-5 or a BMW 1 Series. Legit as well. That sounds like it's a scam, doesn't it? But it actually is legit. I promise. You can take a strange Geordie's word that that is absolutely not a scam. There we go. O'Leary, how did you get on? What are you saying there? 14th to 5th. Nice. Oh, good result, mate. That is top stuff. I can't remember who it was that summed it up by saying Daily Race's pretty much been a wreck fest, which they're not far off. I think Closer was saying that as well. So I think we're lucky to have gotten that result in that one. But we needed a good one considering how many bad races we've just had. So end on a high. Thank you all so much for tuning in. We might get another live stream done a little bit later in the week. Who knows? I always sort of say, oh, we might do. And normally ends up being the case that we don't. But I always do try. If I can, I will. And we get ourselves another stream in. I've got loads of challenges and stuff that I want to record. Do you know what I tried doing today? Look, this is the proof of it. I tried doing a lap blindfolded. And there's the blindfold to prove it. So let me just quickly clear something up in case anybody's on here. That when I put the video of me driving the track with my eyes closed, what I was not trying to say is that I was actually controlling the car and driving with my eyes shut. You can quite clearly see I'm not actually driving the car. What I was trying to say is, you know when you see the videos of the F1 drivers and they're sat with a wheel like that and you see them turn right and left and then they're up and down on the gears and you kind of see them do that. And then they get the footage of the actual lap and they put it together. They put it with it so you can see the corners that they're doing. That's what I did. I drove with my eyes shut. I get why it looks like I was trying to fake it, but I drove with my eyes shut on the wheel like that. La, 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 and then we put the footage of an actual lap over the top of it, so that you could see how close I was and if I was accurate at all. There was bits where I literally said, I've now forgotten where I am on the track. And everybody commented, "Ooh, that's not real. Ooh, that's fake, 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 fake." Obviously, I wasn't trying to say that I was driving the car with my eyes shut. If you seriously think I can do a 133 around the Red Bull Ring with my eyes shut, or a 123, whatever it was, I can't remember now, then I'd be superhuman. I was like having to reply to all the comments going, no, I'm not actually driving the car. It's just showing you what the lap looks like. Idiot. Mahim, how are we doing? Hope we're all well. I wonder how you did so well. Yeah, exactly. I wasn't driving. But I did today try and do a blindfolded challenge. So there's the blindfold. We had the blindfold on. Impossible. Impossible. Big capital letters. Spell it out. Impossible. Honestly, I literally done the Red Bull Ring, started on the line. I was like, right, I obviously put the mask on properly. And I was like, right, surely I'll know when it beeps that I've crossed the line. And I kept driving forward and I was like, surely I'm there. Surely it's going to beep. And it never beeped. And then I took the blindfold. I was like, where the hell am I? And I was like, oh, I've not actually moved like hardly at all. I was like, right, okay, so I've done it again. And then I just drove straight into the wall. And then I could not work out for the life of me where I was. I thought it would be really easy. But it wasn't. So there we go. That's actually driving blindfolded. The other video, which everyone jumped straight on to say that I was trying to fraudulently tell them something else, or that I was trying to be fake, was me driving it like in my mind, which you see many drivers do. We've all seen the videos, and then they'll put up the video side by side so you can see. That's what I was doing, but no one seemed to believe me. Anyways, there we go. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Everyone is amazing. Thank you all so much. I will catch you all in the next stream. Toodles. Oh, wait a minute. Mahim, I missed your comment. Sorry, Mahim, I missed your comment. With all the practice, could you do it on the ring? I probably could. I will challenge myself to do that. We'll do that one blindfolded around the Nurburgring. There we go. Sorry, Mahim, I wasn't ignoring your message. Right, catch you all next week or later in the week or on another video or somewhere. Toodles.